Hey, I'm Mr. F, maybe you know me, or at least scrolled past me once or twice. If you do, chances are you've heard of my comic. I've been working on it for a year and a half now. Well, if we're being real, it's actually been 5 years. So today, I want to tell you the story behind my one and only currently active project, Thanatophobia. If you've read my comic, you might think the first character I ever made was Lisa. Not even close. Lisa actually came in pretty late and only got her backstory a couple of months before I started working on the prologue. It all started way back in 2019, when I was a tiny weeb discovering Black Butler for the first time. And let me tell you, my brain short-circuited. I got obsessed. I started drawing anime style, posting fan art like crazy, and losing my mind over anything even remotely similar. That's when the prototype of 7th was born, and yeah, she was a woman. And a furry, with massive titties, don't ask. I swore to never talk about it, but hey, here's an exclusive. She was this badass demon priest who wore a smiley mask and hid deep depression behind it. Classic Mary Sue. But I loved them. I saw myself in them, just like I still kinda do now. Later I turned them into a human girl possessed by a demon. Then they lost their gender altogether and became just a cool, vibe-heavy demon, think has been hotel-style God forgive me. By 2020, I completely forgot about them. Because a new character took over, and no, it still wasn't Lisa, it was 18. And yep, he was also a woman at first. Coincidence? I'm starting to doubt it. He showed up during my punk phase and originally was a self-insert. For the Owl House, don't ask. Eventually, he grew into his own person, finally became a guy, and got a design that's pretty close to what it is now. Then, 7th came back, now looking like a full-on femboy twink. Was it cringe? Oh, for sure. Has that changed? Not really. In early 2021, I went full fan art mode again, and discovered the Hellsing fandom. It changed me, the aesthetic, the vibes, it all fed into the comic ideas cooking in my brain. So now Lisa shows up, you ask. Nope, I watched Soul Eater and shamelessly stole a villain's design. Thus, 5th was born. Yeah, the white dude from the old sketches. He became besties with 7th. Still no story, no world, but we were getting somewhere. Then, one fateful day, during a boring class at school, I sketched her, Lisa. She was a Frankenstein's monster, bestie, and servant of 7th. No personality, looked nothing like she does now, but it was a moment. I thought, it's time to start a comic. I had zero ideas for the name, like, none. So I went on Wikipedia and scrolled through a list of phobias until I found Thanatophobia, the fear of death. Back then, the meaning didn't even matter, it just sounded cool, and it stuck. I made 3 pages of the comic. Only one survived, the others are lost to time. Everything was drawn on paper, scanned, and colored in Metabang. I handwrote the dialogue, yes, it was painful, and the panels looked like a bootleg manga. It was a mess, but I loved it. Later, I got ambitious and tried to make an animated pilot. Yeah, that lasted, like, 2 days. Then came 2022, I tried to reboot the comic, but it flopped. My art skills weren't there yet. Also, there was no real plot. I was redesigning characters every day, getting annoyed at everything. In the summer of 2022, I jumped into other projects. Still making comics, still searching for my voice. Character designs were getting closer to what they are now, but the plot was full of holes. Still, at least I had a direction. By the end of the year, it became clear, Lisa was the main character. The universe started to take shape, wrist markings, species of numbers, the Watcher system. The main cast of 10 started taking form, even 16 started looking like herself. Structure, lore, it was happening. In 2023, I finally started working on the prologue. I had no idea what I was doing, but this time I had something I'd never had before, a full script. Yep, before that, I was just winging it panel by panel. Wild, I know. I fleshed out side characters, gave the main 10 proper references and backstories. The full cast ballooned to 32 characters. And I swear to God, why were they all so white? By the end of 2023, Thanatophobia looked almost exactly how it does today. The characters finally stopped looking like rejected Hoyoverso CS, and the plot started to pick up momentum. In January 2024, I uploaded the prologue to Tapas. That was such a high. I immediately jumped into Chapter 1 and cranked out half the pages in a week. At the same time, I started building an actual language for the number species and went full throttle promoting the comic anywhere I could. Did it help? Not really, but shout out to my 24 readers on Tapas. I love you guys. Right now, I'm working on a game based on Thanatophobia, and once that's done, I'll start Chapter 2, the first act of the first volume. If I had the chance to go back to 2019, I'd do everything exactly the same, maybe even more. But that's a story for another time.